Hey, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to recreate an animation from one of the most popular educational YouTube channels, Henry Belcaster. If you've ever watched his videos, you'll notice how clearly he explains complex topics using awesome animations, and that's a big part of why his content gets millions of views. We'll kick things off by watching the original scene so we know exactly what we're recreating. Then I'll show you the whole process, from using AI to build the background to designing our first character and animating everything in After Effects. Let's check the outcome.
This is the first SAT exam, a military IQ test. How did it end up in our schools? It was World War I, and the US didn't have nearly enough soldiers, so they start drafting millions of men. But they end up not knowing who's smart and should be in leadership and who the dummies are. Who here is stupid? Promote it!
Yeah, I tried to match the same style of animation. All the assets you need are linked below, so feel free to download them and follow along. We're breaking it down into 7 simple steps. Let's dive in. Step 1. Intro. To make an intro like Henry Belcaster, start by recording yourself on a green or blue screen, then import your video into a 1080 by 1920 ratio composition in After Effects. Apply Keylight 1.2 to remove the blue screen. Pre-compose the layer as person and set its layer color to purple. Next, drop a stock studio image under that layer. Add a Gaussian blur with a value of 15 and pre-compose it. Now, to get that signature green screen slider effect, I've included a high quality one in the assets. Place it under the person layer. Animate its Y position, just like I did. And you've got that dynamic sliding background. After that, you can throw anything on top, like the animated question paper, and start building your scene. To make high quality backgrounds and assets like a desk, chair, bed, gun, or car for our animation, I use an AI tool called Ideogram. Say I want an image of the White House on a grassy field with soft sunlight and clear sky. I just type the prompt, hit generate, and done. Looks cool, right? In this video, I explained how you can easily create high quality image for free that you don't even have to mask out with pen tool. Just by looking, you can tell creating a character like Henry Belcaster is pretty simple. Let's make one in After Effects. Start by creating a new composition and name it after your character. I'm making a cartoon version of the US president. Turn on the transparency and proportional grid. Now draw a circle in this area and align it to the center. Go to Fill, choose Linear Gradient, and set the colors to 2 skin tones, one light, one slightly darker. Adjust the gradient slider to get that sun-kissed look. Set the stroke to 12 and make it dark gray. Go to Contents, Ellipse, Stroke, Taper, and set both start and end length to 50%. Next, enable the grid again and create another circle. Stroke 6. For the fill, use a gradient from white to bright gray. Adjust the slider again for shine. Set taper to 35% for both ends, then rotate it 180 degrees. See? Instant eyelashes. Now make a smaller circle in the center. Stroke 3. Fill it with a nice blue gradient. Resize and reposition a bit. Duplicate this layer, adjust its position. Rename the layers as I did, and you've got I1 and I2. After that, slap a hat PNG on top, because cartoon president needs style. Import the mouth PNGs, place it where it should belong, and mask with the pen tool. Don't worry, we'll animate them soon. Next, add some shiny white hair on his head. Select the mouth and eyes, pre-compose, name it expression, and color it purple. Then pre-compose all layers into one, call it head. Using the anchor point tool, set the anchor point to his chin and shrink it down a bit to make room for the body. Grab the rounded rectangle tool, draw a rectangle for the body, align it to center. It will be his body. Then open rectangle path, and set the roundness to 50. Next, I'll add a PNG of the American flag suit, resize it, and position it neatly over the rectangle just like this. Then press T and decrease the opacity. Now grab the puppet tool and add pins to the edges of the suit just like I'm doing. Then stretch the pins to along the edges of the rectangle. Next, increase the opacity and drag this layer below the rectangle shape. Finally, select the track matte to the shape layer, then pre-compose them and name it body. Place it under the head layer. Now let's give him hands and legs. Grab the pen tool, draw a straight line, set stroke width to 14, color to dark gray. Go to the shape layer, contents, shape. Stroke, set butt cap to round cap. Rename it arm. Draw another line, set round caps again. Create a circle for the hand palm, set stroke to 0, select fill color to slightly darker skin tone. Name the shape layer forearm. Change the arm color to red, set forearm opacity to 50%, then select the forearm and try to make a perfect circle at the elbow by slightly moving it. Then place the anchor point in the center of that circle, then select the arm and place its anchor point here. Restore forearm opacity and set dark gray color to the arm layer. After that, I simply duplicate the hand, set color to aqua, move to the other side of the body and adjust its anchor points. Rename the left-hand layers by adding L at the beginning and R for the right hand. Now I will use the same process we used for the hands to create the legs. Draw 2 lines with stroke 14, one for the thigh and one for the shin. Then draw a foot shape and name it foot. Set the layer color to brown and place all these under the body layer. Move the anchor point of the shin here, the thigh anchor point here, and the foot anchor point there. Now duplicate all the leg layers, change their color to orange, and move them to the other side of the body. Add L at the start of the left leg layer's names and R for the right leg. And that's it. Your character setup is done. Now we need to rig our character to animate it easily. I'll use Duik Angela, a free After Effects plugin. It helps rig and animate cartoon characters fast. It might seem a bit tricky at first. If you're still confused after watching my video, check the 3 videos linked below. That's where I learned it too. Yep, I'm still new at this. In After Effects, pick the right arm and make it red. Make sure the hand layers are in order. Arm first, then forearm. Use the pen tool to draw a guideline like this. Then open Duik Angela. Make sure your shape layer and the pen tool is selected. Click the bone icon, then choose hominoid. You'll see options like arm, leg, spine, and hair. Click the gear next to arm, turn off hand, and pick right since we're working on the right arm. Hit OK. It'll make 2 bones. Rename the first one BR arm and the second one BR forearm. Parent the shape and bone layers like this. Select all bone layers, go to Duik Angela and click Auto Rig. It'll add a controller. If stretching separates the parts, go to Stretch and turn off Auto Stretch. Then repeat the same steps for the left arm. Now for the legs, select the left shin layer and make it red. Turn off the body layer. Use the pen tool to draw a guideline like this. Then click on hominoid, click the gear next to arm, and choose left and hit OK. Now select the bone layers and move them above the left leg layers. Rename them BL leg thigh, BL leg shin, and BL leg foot. Parent the shape and bone layers like this. Select all bone layers and click Auto Rig. It'll add extra layers. Don't worry if it's unclear what each does, just drag the left foot controller above them. You'll now be able to move the leg, then repeat the same steps for the right leg. Now this is how our timeline looks. These layers are for the right hand, these are for left hand, these are for left leg, and these are for the right leg. The green ones are the controllers. I'll rename the controller layers to make things clear. Turn on the body layer. Go to Duik Angela, click the hand icon, then the rib cage icon. This adds a new controller. Resize and move it from here. Drag it above the body layer and set its color to purple. Now parent the body and head layers to this controller. Also parent both right and left arm bones to it. Do the same for both leg thighs. Now the hands and legs move with the body. Next, click the shy switch. Keep only the controller, body, head, and both forearm bone layers. I'm keeping those two for a reason, which I'll show you later. Hide all the others. This is our timeline now. Before we start animating, pick a controller, go to Effect Controls, open icon, and make it bigger. Do this for all controllers. It makes animating easier. Now let's make the character wave. Add a position keyframe to each controller. Set the pose, then move a few frames ahead and keyframe the hand to wave. Just like that. Select all the keyframes and press F9 for easy ease. Open the graph and tweak it a bit. Now you'll see the wave in motion. After that, I added a little body movement to add depth. Let's animate the face. Say we want our character to smile and blink here. First, open the head layer, then the expression layer. Find the mouth PNG and split it. Press M and delete the mask. Pick a smile mouth, mask it with the pen tool, resize and move it in place. Done. Now for the blink. Duplicate both eye layers and rename them to eyelid. Pick one eyelid, fill it with a slightly darker skin tone. Go to Contents and delete Ellipse 2. Do the same for the other. Pre-comp both and name it eyelid. Set its color to yellow. Use the Ellipse tool to draw two circle masks like this. Select both, press M, and set path keyframes. Now animate the masks. Adjust the graph for smooth motion, and we are done. If you want the character to blink again later, just copy and paste the keyframes. No need to redo it. Let's say we want the character to stand like this, but when we move the hand for the pose, this issue shows up. The hand rotates backward. I spent hours trying to fix it, but couldn't find a full solution. So here's a temporary fix. Set a rotation keyframe on the forearm bone layer like this. Rotate it toward his hip area. Now it looks better and you can see the results. If you know an easier way, drop a comment. I'll give you a shout out in the next video. First, add a high quality background that matches your animation's environment. Then import the assets I showed you how to create using AI. After that, add the animated cartoon characters. From here, you can build your own composition using your creativity and working at your own pace. You can either use a null object to control and animate the camera, or place your layers in a 3D space and animate them using a 3D camera. To take your animation quality to the next level, we need to add some color grading. You can use the Lumetri color effect for that. I've included 3 of my go-to presets in the description that I often use in my own animations. Congratulations, you've just completed an advanced animation. I hope this tutorial helped you out. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I read and reply to most of them, and will do my best to help you out. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you all. See you in the next one. Bye.